Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all having a great day today. I'm just going to try and make this a very quick video. I just want to give you guys some encouragement and kind of, validation. So last week when I was at church, do you ever have those days where you're kind of like going through it, there's something that's specifically really bothering you or something that you're struggling with, and all of a sudden you kind of will hear something or see something that kind of is kind of like God, acknowledging that. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I assume it has, but I had that happen like last week, I think, where I was kind of going through something. I just wasn't feeling good. There was something that was kind of bothering me a little bit. And then when I was at church, like the preacher, pastor, whatever you want to call him, said something specifically that was like exactly what I needed to hear, that like validated that struggle, kind of, I guess you could say. And it got me thinking of, cast all your anxieties on him, yes, but because he cares for you. And it really got me thinking, like, I remember that moment just being like, oh my gosh, like, Jesus, thank you so much for just acknowledging that this is like hard, like sometimes I think it's like easy to kind of think of God as, oh, like God is so much bigger than like my problems, therefore he doesn't care about them. And while God is bigger, so much bigger and so much more powerful than what we're going through, he still cares about it, And I think that, just having that moment of like having God literally kind of, in a way, kind of validate my struggle and acknowledge it and be like, yeah, this is hard. Like, I don't know. It just made me feel so much better in regards to, I was like, wow, God really cares, like whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you're struggling with, God cares about the fact that you're struggling with it. God doesn't, I genuinely do not believe God takes pleasure in our being in pain or suffering or depression or whatever it is that's bothering us. I wholeheartedly believe and know, because scripture tells us that God truly cares about us. Our problems, even though they might seem like, oh, like, is God really going to care about this? It seems so small. God does. God really does care about what you're struggling with, what you're going through. God genuinely cares about your struggles. Therefore, tell him about them. Cast all them. Like, I've recently been just taking time out of my day to just talk to God about my struggles and what I'm going through and my feelings. And it honestly just feels so amazing. And I highly recommend it if you don't do it, because no one understands us like God does. And even though, I do understand the benefit of, talking to another human being, trust me, I 110% completely understand, wanting to have that, human validation and, having another person. I think it's also important for us to not forget that no one understands us like God. No one knows us like God does. God knows everything about us. God knows us better than we know ourselves, and yet he accepts us fully, loves us. While we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. We're going to heaven because he did it for us. We love him because he first loved us. God cares about us so much. God knows us better than anyone else. Like, I think that's something that's very important to not overlook and something to remember, especially when we're going through times in which we feel just depressed, going through it, like no one understands us, stuff like that. So hope this helps whoever needed to hear that. As always, if you guys have ever can't talk. If you guys ever have any comments, questions, or concerns, do not ever hesitate to leave me a comment down below or shoot me an email at my email address, which will be right down here. Also, let me know if you have any prayer requests. And as always, have a lovely rest of your day, and God bless.